Good morning, subscribers, and a happy Easter season to you all. Once again, I feel that overwhelming compulsion to bring back a certain video series, one which gradually, organically precipitated during the dark months of 2018 and 2019 when I ended up totally unemployed twice in as many years. Of course, I am not here to dwell on such bleak memories. Nevertheless, something very important happened in my life during these years. In fact, it lasted throughout last decade during the many ups and downs which my family and I endured when we resided in North Ayrshire. There shone one shaft of light amidst economic turbulence, and especially during the years when I could not secure gainful employment and was left to vegetate in the countryside. Now, I've described in great depth on my Substack channel what those lean years did to my soul. I know that without the moral scaffolding of a stable family and the regular church attendance, I would have tumbled into the abyss last decade. Every Sunday, every week, psychologically as well as morally, I had to dust myself down as I not only attended the 3 Sunday services, but also played a pivotal role during these services by operating the projector and microphones. Near the end of 2014, a few months after taking redundancy from my job in Paisley, the head technician of what we called the audio room in the church, he very kindly gave me an opportunity to learn the ropes, learning how to operate the projector and the sound systems, as well as recording the sermons. And this whole exercise forced me to concentrate on every verse of every hymn, on every word being preached, on every prayer. It is only now, looking back 5 years on, that I understand fully just how beneficial that experience was. Exactly 5 years ago, almost to this day, when COVID erupted, the world was shut down, and with it, our church in Largs. Sadly, neither my parents nor I would ever step inside that building again. 2 years on, we had to move away from Ayrshire. 2 years before COVID appeared on the scene, I began in my own time to quietly record the many traditional hymns being sung by the congregation, especially those ones which we sang a capella during the traditional brethren-like early morning communion service. Some of you past subscribers might remember me posting short videos of these recordings under the banner "Make Scotland Holy Again." By the years 2018 and 2019, the newspapers in this country certainly were replete with acrimony, finger-pointing, shaming, propaganda and fake news. It was well into the first presidential term of Donald Trump. Here in Britain, the Houses of Parliament rocked and echoed with the angry shouts of enraged politicians in the wake of the EU referendum result that was never supposed to have happened either. But this was our Christian response here in Scotland, in Largs: make Scotland holy again. Judge not the rulers and wannabe rulers bestriding the political arena. We must judge only ourselves. We must acknowledge humbly that we, the people, get the politicians that we deserve. These representatives are mirrors glinting and flashing back at us. During those years of underemployment in North Ayrshire, I hit a spiritual nadir. I had almost been reduced to an animal. These Sunday services, these moments of external moral restraint, of being dragged out of my den into public view, saved my life. Possibly saved me from turning to drugs, possibly even saved me from ending up in jail. I used to meditate on these hymns we chanted during the communion service, which carried messages of a higher calling, offering hope of an alternative, a more meaningful, purpose-led existence. So, I am bringing these recordings back here to YouTube, but only the a cappella ones. Now, some of these songs only last half a minute, others maybe 3 or 4 minutes. During this Easter season in 2025, 5 years after departing from that church, I feel an obligation to restore these recordings out of gratitude more than anything else. I shall briefly conclude this message by saying that I shall not name the church nor identify any of its members and leaders. I try very hard to observe copyright restrictions and to respect people's privacy. As always, this is a not-for-profit channel. On a final note, I shall be supplying footage of wildlife in the background for these short videos. 2 years ago, as some of you remember, I made what I thought was a great video featuring birds and deer in Perthshire, but sadly I lost that video file. Well, a few weeks ago I was back in Perthshire and I've produced a new video featuring the same. Upon that note, I wish all my subscribers Godspeed, and I hope that some of you will enjoy these hymns. Have a good day.